Team Family.
All right, guys, we're here with legend Mark Woodforde. Now, how's your match going? How's your team looking this year?
Our team is, you know, when you first pick your team and you think they're looking good, and then the first day of matches, you kind of can balance it up and you realize, okay, are they as good as what you thought, or maybe we're going to be coming in second place. So the bank that I'm looking after at the moment, we're doing okay. I think we're going to come out on the winning end, but I'm worried about the second bank and the third bank, of course.
All right. Now, what are the intangibles you look for in your players? How do you know you got a ringer or a good player?
A ringer, I think, was when they get out to hit with Darnie Visser or myself and Rick Leach, and then you can see some of the quality of them. But you know, when I'm sitting with Fred, with Fiery on my team, and with Brian and Dick Stockton, I kind of like look for the guys that are a little younger, or seem like they've got some fresh legs, because it's not about winning the matches on the first day. What's important is that they're able to sustain it on day 2 and day 3, because it's a lot of matches that they play, and they're not used to the, you know, getting out and playing singles in the morning, doubles in the afternoon, then doing a clinic or a fantasy match, and so the accumulation of matches. So I try and go, you know, throw in guys that are got maybe some youthful legs, so that are, you know, it's still in good shape, because on day 3 that's when you want them to play some good tennis.
Yeah. And I know when I played, you know, there's all these legends walking around. It makes us nervous. How do you help the people deal with the nerves out there? What do you tell them when you can see they're getting a little tight?
Remind them that if you're nervous, they're nervous up the other end as well. You know, that's something that I would use quite a bit. You know, it probably didn't dawn on me, you know, in my younger days, but certainly after getting some experience, that you know, if it started to get a little tight up my end of the court, just had to remind myself that you know, look down the other end. It's not all about what's happening up your end. So you know, you kind of know which of the guys that are truly respectful of the legends. So sometimes when you turn up behind the court, you know, just a little chat to them, remind them that, you know, you're going along fine, and sometimes it's the other guys that get intimidated when you're standing behind the court.
If I'm playing, don't come to my court at 6-5.
There's actually a couple of guys that they're not here this year, but I always used to joke with them, or they used to joke with me, that whenever I turned up, if I'd end up on their courts, they'd be saying, you know, could you go up and watch someone else, because they really felt like that they were trying to impress me, and they'd end up playing such rubbish tennis, double faults, and making so many errors. So that once they told me that, I kind of knew that I was going to be turning up, and I'd wait until some of the other coaches had said to me, it's like 4-all in the third set, or the third set tiebreaker, and then I'd show up and watch their matches.
That is classic.
You know, you got to do that with your mates sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. That is pretty funny. All right, last thing. My buddy Matt is making a song for this whole thing. He's a good little songwriter, and one of the lines is going to be, Doc is a good bloke. Can you say that on the camera with some real fiery accent? Doc is a good bloke. That's the line.
Doc is a good bloke.
All right, that works. All right, cool. All right, we're here with legend Rick Leach. Probably the best I've seen up close here at the ranch, you and Woody. So how's your team doing this year?
Well, you know, we're defending champions, so you know, we want to do well this year, and the competition is so tough that we're actually down, I think, 8-6 right now in matches.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, we still have the afternoon doubles, and a couple matches are going on now. We're winning, so it's always tight here.
Yeah. Give people a feel what it's like, how serious the legends and the campers take the whole competition week.
Well, you know, it's a really big deal to the campers. You know, this is their Wimbledon, so these guys are trying their hardest. You know, giving all they have. and some of them aren't used to competing. So when they get out here and compete, it's a huge thrill for them to win. And it's also, they take the losses a little hard too, but they want to win for the team.
Yeah.
And all the legends, we do the best we can to make our team win, and they're competitive. We're all competitive, and we all got to be Grand Slam winners because we were competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a favorite kind of story of any particular match or year out here that stands out where you were part of it?
When I was part of the Kangaroo coaching staff and we won a few years ago, I think it was when Angus Dean and Jake Harley won the last match, and Angus is a big character, a good friend of Newk's. And,
big character.
He's the Crocodile Dundee of the camp, and
you don't want to mess with him.
It was so fun to see him win because he's got really bad knees. He has a plate in his wrist, but he was still won this last match and clinched it for Newk and our team. And that was a big highlight and thrill for me to be part of that.
Yeah. Tell us about when you won the Davis Cup. I watched a video on YouTube with you serving out, I think, a tiebreaker. Was it a tiebreaker where you guys won?
Yeah, we beat Australia in 1990. It was Jim Pugh and myself against Pat Cash and John Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
And that was in 1990, and the U.S. hadn't won since, I think, 82. So there's a big gap there, and a lot of pressure serving for the match, and we won the tiebreaker in the fourth set. And I just remember, that was kind of before they had the strict, security laws, and everybody storms the court, picks us up, and it was a big thrill. And I think that's still the biggest crowd that's watched a Davis Cup match in the U.S.
It's pretty awesome.
In St. Petersburg.
I think, if I remember correctly, Agassi and McEnroe on the sidelines watching you. Is that right?
Well, yeah, we had Agassi and Chang playing singles, and McEnroe wasn't part of that team, but then in '92 he was part of the team.
Okay.
So in '90 it was Pugh and I that played all 4 matches.
Cool. Now, have you ever played with McEnroe doubles?
We played 2 Davis Cup matches in '92, and that was a thrill for me because he was always an idol of mine growing up, and tried to emulate his game and his serve and all that, being left-handed. So it was an honor to play with him, and I got him at the end of his career, but he was still an amazing player.
Yeah. Was there anything interesting about playing with McEnroe? Any kind of
thing
you could share?
I remember when we played in Hawaii against Argentina. Match was going along. We were holding serve, and it was close. And he told me, he said, Rick, if you get a chance, go ahead and hit the guys. And he needed a little bit of controversy to get us going. And so, very next return, I took a forehand as hard as I could, hit the guy in the chest, which was a nice guy. This guy Javier Frano, who I really like. But it changed the match. McEnroe needed some kind of firework to get him going, and he played better when there's controversy. And then that wasn't my personality, but it worked in that situation because we just, we rolled them after that.
Yeah, cool. Last question. What's it like growing up in a tennis family? Your dad was a tennis player and coach growing up, right?
I was really fortunate to have my dad part of my career. He was a tennis player. He got to number 3 in the country in doubles. He really taught me a love of the game. And sometimes in the academy settings of today, you don't get that love, and they don't teach you the love and the passion of the game. And that's why I still love it so much. I play as much as I can, and played a lot of father-son with my dad, and those were some great memories.
Oh, very cool. Well, thanks for your time, and you do an awesome job out here at the ranch.
Thanks, Peter.